everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie if you've never been here before. On this channel I budget both mine and my husband's income. I am 21 years old, he is 23. I'm a full-time college student, but I'm also a part-time employee. He works full-time. We actually both work for the same university, just in different departments, but that makes it really easy on our budget since we get paid on the same days. We are working with a bi-weekly budget, so we both get paid twice a month. Just for some context, we live in the state of Washington, so that can obviously change how much we pay compared to where you may live. We also live in a college town, so the rent prices are way overpriced. I'm going to be graduating with my degree in December, but I'm actually moving out of my college town in June, so we only have a little while longer here. Coming up here, our budget is going to drastically change. We will not be working the same jobs. We will be buying a house. We are actually buying my grandma's house. We're in the process of that, which I'll talk about a little bit more in this video or in my upcoming videos. If you want to know more about that process, subscribe to my husband. His channel will be linked down below as well as up here in the cards. He is going to be doing a whole series on home renovations and probably home costs as well. I will talk about that as much as I can, but we're just not at that point yet to where there is things to talk about. But if you want to see that whole process, definitely subscribe to him down below. Let's just get started. I'm sure there'll be more to say here coming up. This is my budget for the second bi-weekly paycheck of April, which I didn't even finish my parentheses. We get paid around the 10th and the 25th of every month. I'm currently filming this on the 26th of April, so we got paid yesterday. All right, I zoomed in so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to start with my income. My husband made $1,105.88, and I made $538.60. So we're going to total that. I will bring my phone into the frame. So $1,105.88, and we're adding the $538.60. So in total, my husband and I combined made $1,644.48 this pay period. So we are going to start right off the bat with our basic needs. These, if you haven't heard me say it before, are kind of like what we need to pay. It includes obviously our living expenses as well as transportation. Right off the bat is rent. Rent, we're going to be putting $565. If you remember from last pay period, I put the same amount. This will get us to be able to pay for the next 2 months rent, so that way we can just pay it off and then we don't have to pay rent anymore for this place. So $565 there. I'm actually going to bring my calculator back in, which I always forget to do that, you guys know. So we're going to subtract $565. We're now left with $1,079. For renter's insurance, so I'm going to be putting $11 into renter's. Oh my gosh. So we're going to subtract 11. We're down at $1,068. For electricity, we're going to be putting $500. I know this is a lot. This isn't necessarily just for electricity. We're going to be turning this into electricity, water, sewer, garbage type deal. Obviously, that all won't be one bill because, sorry if you can hear my chair. Obviously, that all won't be just one big bill. But we're doing that now to save up for when we do move in June and buy my grandma's house. So obviously, we have less than 2 months until then, so we're literally just really trying to save up here. Next is internet. Internet's going to be getting $15. That is our current internet payment. Obviously, it's going to change when we move. I'm kind of trying to keep the totals to where exactly what we're paying right now, as well as kind of beef them up. So I'm not really sure what to do. This is such a weird time where I don't know how much things are going to cost in June, which is obviously coming up. So I'm just trying to go based off of what I'm paying right now and hope that it's the same or less. So we're going to put 15. And although our internet price might go up, our rent price will definitely go down. So things like that will help balance out. My husband's phone is not going to be getting anything this time. Currently, we have a lot of money in there. Off camera and behind the scenes, we got our tax return, a school loan, someone paid us back for something, and my husband also got paid by YouTube. So all of those amounts were dispersed by my husband. I just told him to do that, and I'll just focus on the paychecks this week. So he put those where he thought we needed them to be. Groceries, I'm going to be putting $2.50. And again, some of these are getting big numbers because we're really trying to save up to make sure that we are good to go for the first couple of months that we move into our house. So we really want to beef up some of these things. Gas, we're going to be putting $125. So as you can see, we literally only have $178.48 left for our subscriptions as well as our sinking funds. That is way less than what we're used to. We're obviously going to be contributing a ton into our basic needs, and sometimes that's just what has to happen. Like, sometimes that's how it goes, you know, like you just have to make sure you're good in the areas that you need to be good in, and extra money, no matter how much it is always beneficial. You know, this is still money that's going to be saved. So I'm going to take this off, and we're going to do total all of our basic needs up. So we're going to do 565 plus 11 plus 500 plus 15 plus 250 plus 125. So 1466. We're going to move over here. We're going to go 16.44.48 cents. We're going to subtract 1466. So we're left with 178.48. I'm going to move into our subscriptions now. So let's see here. We have 2 subscriptions. We have Spotify, which is my app, my subscription. For Spotify, I have the student plan. So we currently pay about $5.40 a month. I'm actually going to add $6 into Spotify. So I'm going to subtract 6. And then for Apple One, that is our other subscription. And this is mainly my husband's, but we use it for Apple Music, iCloud storage, and things like that. I'm actually not going to be adding anything into Apple One this time around. So we're going to just leave the total at 6. I'm about to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I'm getting so many notifications. I don't know if that's how it works, but okay. So we're going to go here. We are left with 172.48 for our savings or sinking funds. We're now going to go into our sinking funds. So I'm going to move this up. Emergency is not going to be getting anything. I haven't really mentioned this, but our rent, which is up here, our rent fund is going to be turning into more of like a mortgage fund. We are actually planning on renting to own the house that we're buying. So it's still technically going to be rent, but eventually we're going to buy the house. But yeah, this fund will turn into that probably within the next paycheck, since this will be the last amount that we need to pay off our rent, I believe. I will have to double check that, but I'm like pretty sure. We have a sum of money that's going to be used for home renovations and things like that, which is not accounted for in our budget. Like I've never talked about how much we have or exactly where that money is, just for privacy issues. And I have been adding money into home for renovations, which I am now, like after my husband and I have talked, I don't think any of that money is going to actually be used for renovations unless we have to. This is more of just like household type things. But I still want to keep contributing to it and make it a priority, especially because we're going to be needing things for the house. Obviously, we're upgrading to a bigger home, and we're gonna need furniture and as well as just, I think we could use this money for things like if we need more cleaning supplies when we first clean it out, and just yard type things. So we're still going to be tapping into this, obviously, a lot. So I still want to build it up, but it won't necessarily be for renovations. I'm going to add $24, which obviously I know is not really anything, but we contribute what we can. School, I'm not going to be adding anything. As you know, I got my loan, so I'm not going to add anything. Business, I'm going to add $10. So subtract 10. For our Eugene fund or our pets fund, I'm going to be adding literally just $4. Any amount counts. So subtract 4. Fun and dates, I'm going to be adding $40. Subtract 40. In car maintenance, I'm going to put $11 into car maintenance. We're left with 83. For gifts, I'm just going to add 20 into gifts. And lastly is travel. So that last 63 will go into travel. We already put what we needed to, the $150 this month. And from our tax return, we actually put $250. So we have put a lot more into this month than we needed to, which is really good, because obviously we're saving up for our cruise and possibly another trip next spring break. So we will see. And then that last 48 cents is going to go into our buffer, and that all just adds up and gets saved as like a cushion into our checking account. I know that this was kind of a longer budget with me than usual, but I just feel like I had so many updates, as I usually do. That's just my life right now. I hope things kind of settle down once like August comes and fall comes again. And then it's just going to change all again when I get a job. So this is just the time in my life where things are changing so quickly, and it's just like really hard to catch up. I also just want to document this because I could be relatable to you. You could be a future teacher watching my videos, and you want to see what it's like and how I'm able to be financially stable throughout college, and once I get my job, and how I'm going to be budgeting that money and living on a teacher's salary. So I just want to be relatable to somebody and help somebody out. A lot of you guys that I watch have just been so helpful to me and comforting to me. I love watching other budget with me's and cash stuffings. It's just therapeutic to me, and it really interests me, and I just want to be a part of that. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. If you like what you see, this is the content that I upload. Check out my other videos, which are other budget with me's and other cash stuffings. This summer, I might also vlog me door dashing, so stay tuned for that. If you have any questions for me, they might be answered in the description, but if not, just leave them down below or DM me at my budget Instagram, which is at eliebudgets. That is also linked in the description as usual, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!